Hello there. This is a Laythe mission. We will be building and then soon flying a gigantic space station around Laythe. The space station is the first part of a series where I will be exploring Laythe, well, in depth. And this space station that I'm currently building has a lander as well. So we will land on Laythe on this video. So stay until the end. I have amazing visual mods and it's quite a watch landing on Laythe. And you might be wondering how it's so colorful. These are still stock parts and restock parts. It's just that the colors come from the simple repaint mod. I really recommend it. It adds beauty. Now we're currently building the lander. It's a simple lander. I'm not going to be adding parachutes, even so Lace has an atmosphere. We'll do a manual landing so we could predetermine exactly where we want to land. And that is where the future base, Lace base, will be going. And for precision, I didn't use parachutes. And as you can see here, it's largely symmetrical, and this is so that the center of mass of the spacecraft is at the geometric center, and so the propulsion, when you turn on the engine, it doesn't flip around. I've also added some ore storage holders and an ore converter just in case we need it. This is simply a space station. I'll be using nuclear engines mainly, and this is because nuclear engines have a very good, well, they have a low thrust to weight ratio, but they're very efficient, and that's what I need for this high mass spacecraft. And I've attached those two side lines with decouplers. This is because, and a fuel duct. It's so that when the fuel runs in those bright green areas, in those parts, I'll be decoupling them, and this is for more efficiency. We are now building a gigantic rocket to build it up. It will be a one launch mission. There will be no refueling, so the rocket itself has to be quite big. But the Restock Plus mod, which is the only other parts mod that is in this video, the rest are stock parts, helps with these parts. Or if you have the making history pack, you could use it as well. And yeah, the solid rocket booster provide extra thrust. It will initially be, we will go up slowly, but we will speed up as our fuel gets burned, as we get lighter, as we burn. I forgot struts, so attaching struts, which is essential. I don't like auto strutting, mainly because it causes lagging, and lagging is not preferable. And it generally looks good over here. You might, this is currently an 8 times speed revamp, so it's quite fast. When I did it myself, it was like 8 times longer to build it. And we will add some storage devices. Engineering ones are packs are needed in case we break something in the mission. And those tiny boosters at the side, it shows that when we decouple the solid rocket boosters, they go far away, not crashing back with the rocket. I added these probes so that we could control and deorbit the higher engine parts once we are in orbit. And we are launching our way up into space. This is, I'm currently using the Astronomers visual mod, which is can be seen up here. I generally try to do for low thrust weight ratios about 15 kilometers above the ground. I should be at 90 degrees, and like that you could decide where to go and how much it is left. And once we are high above the atmosphere, we could decouple the fairing as atmospheric drag is no more an issue high up in the atmosphere. We're doing a circularization burn, and once we do that, that upper stage can be removed, and we will be deorbiting it just so that we don't have space debris orbiting around Kerbin. You could do manually the maneuver nodes, but I tend to use. I could do it as well, but in the game there's already one. And one interesting thing to mention here, because our thrust to weight ratio is so low, I will be splitting our joule burn into two parts. First part, it is just to get into high Earth orbit, not high, elliptical high Earth orbit. And the second part, the rest of the way to joule. And this is so that, well, first of all, due to efficiency, when you burn at the lowest part of your orbit, it's much more efficient, and also due to when you burn in a long duration, you might go back into the atmosphere because you start off not at a grade position, and so it's essential to split it up. Beautiful views over here. And currently all our fuel is being drained from the side bright green lime colored uh, liquid fuel tanks because of the fuel dock I placed there. The middle one is full. We got a, well, not a gravity assist from moon, but it was an accident. Passed through the moon. This is the interplanetary correction burn, and it is necessary. The reason you don't want to do it from Kerbin is because tiny amounts of thrust can dramatically change it from Kerbin. Unless when you do it on your way there, it's more precise because, well, little thrust has dramatic effects at those distances. I could have gone for tidal gravity assist to slow down efficiently, but uh, I've got a lot of fuel. I put the max amount of fuel over here, so I don't really need to do that. Directly is enough. There goes side fuel tanks. We are now slowly, uh, we are now slowing down around Joule. This is the Julian system. We are just going to go to Laythe orbit for now and then land on it. Maneuver nodes, it might feel tricky. It is very hard initially. I remember it took me like 2 months to do it very good, but you get used to it as you play along. And it's more like a try and error type of uh, learning. You try and then you learn. We see Laythe at the background. The solar panels are not very efficient because Joule is very far away from the sun. So I've also brought fuel cells that turn fuel into electricity just in case. We are doing our circularization point. I did go for a slightly not elliptical, what is it, inclined orbit, so that I could access not most, about half of the planet for landing spot where the future colonization point will go. This comes with a free IVA mod. I am transferring to the lander. I will only transfer one pilot, and a pilot is enough. And we will be landing now, using the RCS thrusters to safely get out of the distance from the space station. I use action groups a lot in this game, and it is very useful. It comes from that accent arrow, almost like a communism sign at the right side with a plus there, and it shows it over there. This is a trajectory mod, so I know exactly where I want to land. I went for the biggest island. Lace is mainly water. Yeah. Laces me so beautiful sunrise. Well, jewel rise, let's say, not sun, Julian rise. We are landing on this. This comes with the Parallax mode. Beautiful tessellation we see over here. And this is manual landing. I don't know. Well, more exact landing. I could have just gone with parachutes, but I didn't. And this place will be where our colonization will occur on this moon of Lace, and it has a breathable atmosphere, very beautiful view of Jew over there. And our cables will be waiting here until we send back the colonization base. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hit the like button, subscribe. I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, thank you for watching.